Hey, everybody. Welcome back. All right. You found us. All right, everybody. I'm Waxy Brown. This is Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour, brought to you live from the Robust Cannabis Studios at K-Kid 92.9. That's my phone. I apologize, everybody. I'm looking around and figure out which one of you guys are messing up.
All right. My first radio show.
Right.
All right. My bad, guys. My bad.
We've got a heck of a show lined out for you guys today. All right. So we know what's coming around the corner. It's the Smokey River Entertainment Center's Missouri Growers Cup. I'm so excited. September 23rd. It's going to be a blast. So we are going to wrap this show around all kinds of cool people and cool stuff going on. We've got Ron Coleman on the show. What's up, Ron?
How's it going out there?
Always good, man. I appreciate you being on the show, brother. We're going to talk to you in just a second about what you do and who you are, man. We're going to have Maverick on the show, one of the artists from the Smoky River Entertainment and the Missouri Growers Cup. Yeah, Maverick's dope, dude. Like I challenged him last night to a rap battle, and he agreed to do it, and I can't rap, so
he's going to annihilate you, Waxy.
I'm going to get crushed. That's okay, though.
Hold on.
I'm here to watch it.
Yeah, what's your purpose behind that?
I just want some of the mom spaghetti from the Eminem song. That's all I really want. As long as I can get some mom spaghetti out of it, I'm good.
You think you can match Maverick's energy?
So I have good energy. Yeah, I think
you have amazing energy, Waxy.
Yeah,
it's not like that.
It's just not rap star energy. Like, so I mean, I got the big bling on right here. We got like 18 stones in this necklace, man. I'm boss. But I do think he's gonna beat me. But hey, we'll see. We'll do it for charity or something.
Fun times.
And we have one of the other artists from the Growers Cup on. We've got If I Die in Ice Cream.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
He's gonna be on the show. Yeah, he's dope. And you guys have all heard of the real Penny Lane. What's up, Penny? Thanks for being in the studio.
What's up?
All right, Penny.
Yay, Cannaland.
Yeah, Penny's an influencer that's been in this industry for as long as I can remember digging the industry. So I appreciate what you do, Penny, and good to have you on.
Oh, thanks for having me. I am so happy to be here.
Yeah, you know who else is going to be on? Dwayne Woods.
I know.
One of the judges from the Missouri Growers Cup.
And do we also have Miss Erica Payne?
Erica Payne is going to be on the show.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
These guys are legends in the Missouri industry.
You know who else is a legend? The president of Missouri Growers Cup, Nathan Marsh.
He's right here. He's right here with us. There he is.
I was just about to say, I mean, you got everybody else. I don't know.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, we can't forget about you.
Yeah, you're a rock star.
The man, the myth, the legend.
You're the one that brought all this to Missouri, man. We're really stoked about this. We're going to talk all about it. You guys know who else is a champion out there, a real celebrity?
Who's that?
Nagayo Belam from Netflix's Cooking on High.
The host of the Missouri Growers Cup.
Yeah, the host of Missouri Growers Cup is going to be on the show, too. So this is going to be a blast, guys. We're gonna have a real good time talking about all this, and we are going to talk about some other stuff too. And later in the show, we are going to play Real Strain, Fake Strain with Penny Lane. And
I'm stoked.
Yeah, you've been looking at the list over here. I need to watch out.
Look, I have not actually.
Cheaters never win.
I don't
Cheaters
cheat.
Never,
Come on,
Waxy.
Waxy.
All right.
Come on, Waxy.
Just
I keep score, Pennies. We're okay.
All right.
Fake Strain.
All right, guys, let's pop this show off. You guys ready? So at 4:20, okay, we're going to give away 6 pairs of tickets. We'll have Erica Payne on at that time, and we're going to give away 6 pairs of tickets to the Missouri's Growers Cup, courtesy of Nathan Marsh and the team up there at Smoky River Entertainment District. Really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Before I get into the show, and Justin, I heard Nagayo Belam is backstage. Do we have room to bring him on now?
I guess. I mean, he is pretty funny and all that, but yeah, he's right there.
All right, we have comedian host of the Missouri Growers Cup, Nagayo Belam, the host of Netflix's Cooking on High. Really appreciate you being here, Nagayo.
Ungayo.
Got you.
I appreciate being here as well. Thank you all so very much for having me on with all the legendary people. And I had a joke, but I forgot it. We were going to talk about made up.
Yeah, only
occupational hazard.
On stoner shows, we can forget the jokes. It's fun.
You know, short-term memory, long-term memory. Time has no meaning.
Yeah.
Right? Is it a flat circle? Is it a square? Is it a tree with infinite branches?
I think it's all.
Am I higher than you guys right now?
Yeah, you are. You might have. I don't know. I was hitting the Puffco Peak with was that the Peak?
That is the Peak Pro Plus.
The Pro Plus, and so I don't know where we might be as elevated as you, but I doubt it.
We'll call it a draw.
All right. Hey, before I get into the show, get into the meat of it, I do want to say, if you're a veteran or you know veterans out there, I want you to take them over to www.vettix.org. There's over 100 free tickets left over there for veterans that want to go to the Missouri Growers Cup. Come in for free. We'll celebrate your service. We're going to have a great lineup of veteran communicators who are going to come out and speak about the issues that we're currently having with the Veterans Administration and cannabis. So love for you guys to make sure those free tickets go into the hands of the vets. They've already won over there on vettix.org. And for the rest of you, we're going to give away 6 pairs at $420. So you'll want to tune in. All right, let's pop this thing off, guys. Let's talk about the Missouri Growers Cup. Hey, Ron Coleman.
Yes, sir.
Tell the folks what you do.
I am the general manager for Warrensburg's BesaMe Wellness out here in Warrensburg, Missouri, obviously.
BesaMe Wellness.
I love to hear it sung. It's nice. That's nice.
Kiss me wellness.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got those types, man.
I'm with it.
So you're at the BesaMe out there in Kansas City or Warrensburg, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How excited are your patients that are coming through every day for this concert, for this event?
Oh, it's constant. Warrensburg isn't the biggest place in the universe. Obviously, we have a very nice college campus around here, but it's still a smaller town. So there's just not a lot of bigger events. So when we have things, especially now at Smokey River, that's about a 45-minute to an hour drive from anybody in Warrensburg to go out and see these amazing, huge artists. I mean, we have a lot of local shows that showcase a lot of these artists, but still our local people here don't get those opportunities necessarily to see those big names unless they travel sometimes often further. So this is huge for them. Plus the price points have been amazing to get into shows so far, including the Growers Cup and then going back to 420 as well.
Yeah, if you were to go see Paul Wall by himself, like you're paying more than what this cup costs to get in there. It's kind of
absolutely. And there's, I mean, you've been out there. There's not a bad spot in the house when you get out there. Every spot that you're at, you can see and hear everything. I mean, it's a great value for what you're getting.
Yeah, Ngayo, are you pretty excited about some of these artists that we're gonna have out there?
I'm not pretty excited. I'm hella excited. Are you kidding? You have Ngayo Beelam there. First of all, I hear he's great.
Right.
People say he's hilarious. Paul Wall, I mean, if you're booking some of the best MCs and rappers of all time, he's got to be top 10, top 5, top 20 on a lot of lists. I mean, people love that guy.
Lists.
So you can't go wrong, all right? I mean, if you're doing Caucasian rappers, what is it? Eminem, Paul Wall, Macklemore. Okay, I'm kidding about the last one.
Hey, Tim, aren't you a Macklemore fan?
I love Macklemore.
Hey, are you bringing your golf clubs?
I'm working out the travel arrangements right now. I would like to bring the golf clubs for sure.
We have a great course in Warrensburg too. UC's got a great one.
So is that the next event? We're going to do the Growers Cup Golf Challenge.
Ooh.
We should do that, Nathan.
Am I mistaken, or did I hear that they're going to put? Are they putting golf out there at Smokey River eventually?
I know frisbee golf.
That I'm not sure of exactly yet. I know there's a lot of plans.
Yeah.
We can do that as well. Stoners love frisbee golf.
Oh yeah.
We'll call it
I'm terrible at both, but I love to do either.
Yeah.
Said the bishop to the actress.
Well, make sure you let us know if you decide to bring your clubs so we can get you set up.
Oh, listen, I'll rent a bag if that's what it takes.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the energy that.
I'll go to the thrift store and buy a whole set.
Can I film you doing that? Because I think that would be epic content.
I'm here to generate all the content you like.
Whoa!
Yeah, so I think the bands are going to be exciting. They've got Pacifier playing. That's a huge band out there that we've been kind of listening to them, and they definitely got a really cool sound.
Oh man, they are a vibe, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
So we got comedy, rock and roll, you got hip hop, you got everything that you want at like a festival like this.
And cannabis.
And cannabis.
Yeah,
We just say cannabis first. We have cannabis, we got rock and roll, we got hip hop, we got comedy. Right? Cannabis is the canopy holding everything. It's the umbrella shielding all the other.
The glue.
Man, I am high. I'm super philosophical. I don't really know what's going
Aristotle.
I'm into it, man. I think
Aristotle.
I think the next show you should do is bring back that Ancient Aliens with the that one. I think you should do that.
Oh, but we need the guy with the hair. What's his name?
I don't know the guy's name.
He's Greek.
Meme guy. I don't know. Oh yeah, the big
Was
hair.
it aliens, man? That guy.
That guy. That's the guy. Yeah.
Aliens.
Well, ancient
For
philosophical
real.
alien philosophers believe.
Yeah, right. Aren't we all ancient alien philosophers?
To
if you think
somebody.
about it?
We are, yeah.
Right. We are all artifacts and relics of a bygone time, just in the present.
Yeah, I just turned 60 yesterday. Trust me, I get it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Hey, happy birthday!
Birthday, Tim.
Yeah.
You look great. You're giving us hope. How do you look younger than me? I'm 23 years old.
Yeah, right. It's the plant, brother.
Yeah.
It's the plant. Cannabis keeps you young. That and Pilates.
Right. So Ron, up there at BesaMe where you're at, have you got the patients that are coming through there? Are you guys doing any promotions for this for ticket wise? Are you sending out your veterans over there to vet ticks?
I am definitely sending my veterans, as you know as well. I'm a veteran. I came up through the Air Force, retired out in 2012. So any opportunity that I have to give back to my fellow veterans, I'm all about that. And like you said, it's a great opportunity through vettix.org. You can go and get up to 4 tickets for you and your friends to come with you. And I believe it was $12.97 in processing fees that you pay. It was no more than $15 to get 4 full tickets to go out there and have a great time. So please tell your vet friends. In store, we're doing our best to promote it. We are sending people directly to that site to go get the tickets directly, because there's also some VIP experience and things people can get that we might be able to offer with just general admission.
Yeah.
But we're definitely letting everybody know about it. And please go to vettix.org and check it out.
Yeah, the VIP experience is worth it too, man. I got schooled by Corinne last week on what that offers, and there's a whole lot there. Penny, you gonna get the VIP area?
Come on now.
Oh, okay, all right.
Stop playing, fam. You know where I'm gonna be.
Right on. Well, I guess
It's a very important potheads.
right.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, if you guys went to if you went to Smokey River Entertainment's last event, which was the Wiz Khalifa show, like
Sick.
you know everybody was treated VIP, and you felt
Yes.
like when you entered Cannabis Village, you felt like you were entering a new kind of VIP experience. Like
It was a whole experience, especially, I love to see that in this state, that kind of like community,
yeah,
because it really was. It was community, and everyone that walked through that gate was like impressed with it. They really were. It was epic.
yeah, I'm excited. All right, guys. Well, we better take our first break. When we get back, we're going to have our first interview. Will be with Maverick. We'll be back with Ngayo and Ron. You going to stick around?
I'm going to hop out of here. I think I'm going to jump into the chat and call some ruckus out there.
That's what you should do,
Oh,
brother.
yes, do
All
it.
right, big reminder.
Talking about chili today in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, we'll warm it right up. All
More
right.
barbecue. What?
That's what they do. They talk about food in the chat. It's hilarious. That's how stoners roll.
Burnt ends for life.
See?
I'm gonna need golf bags and burnt ends and some weed, and then I'm set.
we can hook it up.
You're heading to Kansas City. Paul, Ron, what's the best barbecue they got out there?
Look, you're not trying to get me into a fight on that.
You really are. You're gonna start a fight. You're gonna start a fight. Don't. That's like asking for the best burrito in San Francisco.
Really-
Weapons get pulled.
Barbecue in Kansas City, they do not play.
Yeah.
No.
Is Kansas City barbecue any good? I've heard mixed things.
It's so good.
I'm a Memphis boy, so I'm gonna stay out of this.
See, this is how bad barbecue is in Oregon. Is that I got amazing barbecue in the airport in Kansas City.
Right.
Yes.
That's where we start. That's where we get you. We'll have you
Come on.
taking it home in your luggage. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Guy, you can come with me to Arthur Bryant's and we'll get a to-go bag together.
I was going to mention Arthur Bryant's because they do have really, really good burnt ends. I have to go back through my Instagram pictures. Last time I was in Kansas City was maybe a year and a half ago, and I tried to hit every barbecue spot I could on the burnt ends tour.
Nice.
So, right. So I will go back. I will give you my list, but I think Arthur Bryant's was pretty high up there, even though they're a chain.
I
There's some
dragged
really-
my vegetarian girlfriend to Arthur Bryant's. The only thing she could eat was Boulevard wheat and coleslaw. I felt really bad. But I had my Arthur Bryant's, and I love that woman. So that's
You're the last of the old school romantics.
best date ever.
Where do you take your vegetarian girlfriend? We're going to go to the meat factory.
All right, guys. We're going to take our first break. You guys are listening to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour with Ngayo Belam, and we've got Nathan Marsh, the president of the Missouri Growers Cup. We will be right back. We're broadcasting live from the Robust Cannabis Studios at K-Kid 92.9.
The secrets of Kung Fu are founded on 5 elements. Focus. Remain like a cobra, ready to strike. Energy. Be like a volcano, overflowing with energy. Endurance. Be as water. Continue to flow, matching the vibe.
Huh?
Get in the zone. Getting weird. Let your freak flag fly high. Wait, this isn't the secrets of Kung Fu. It's what happens when you take Captain Crossfade. Party harder for longer with THCV and CBC. Take it with THC and stay in the zone way longer. Make any night one to remember. Wow, this is good stuff. Captain Crossfade, get lifted while you go bananas.
At Robust, we think it's only right you know how the flower you enjoy is cared for and grown. Our process begins by hand-selecting premium genetics for our mother plants. The plants are then cloned and grown to become the strains offered by Robust, like Cali Raisins and Brunch Punch. One of our core growing principles is feed the soil to feed the plant. That's why everything on our facility is grown in living soil, a unique combination of beneficial microbes, worms, and nutrients. Our plants are grown in a high-tech greenhouse built specifically for cannabis. We use the sun's natural light when it's available and supplement with premium LEDs when needed. Every pot at Robust is hand-watered and cared for by individuals on our team of passionate cultivators every single day, so there's always eyes on the plant. Not only that, but Robust is the only kind certified facility in the state of Missouri. Think organic, but for growing cannabis. After 8 to 9 weeks in the grow room, depending on the strain, the flower is ready to be harvested. The plants are chopped and hung to dry in a humidity-controlled room. This process is what brings out the aromas and flavor profile of each distinct strain. After 10 to 14 days of drying, the trichome-covered buds are ready to be cured and set aside for trimming. Once our team hand trims and manicures every bud to remove the imperfections, the cannabis is meticulously weighed and put into our iconic Robust Red, fully recyclable packaging and heat sealed to ensure freshness. And that's what you're about to try now, because even though you know Robust cannabis is sustainable, organic, and all natural, you can't understand the hype until you try it yourself.
Hey everybody, it's Waxy Brown from Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour. I'm excited to talk to you about Missouri Growers Cup happening September 23rd at Smokey River Entertainment District, hosted by Ungayo Beelan from Netflix's Cooking on High. I'm excited to team up with the Smokey River team and the Missouri Growers Cup team to highlight our veterans at a time when our veterans need highlighted most. As a Navy veteran, I was taught that if one shipmate was sick, the whole ship was sick, and I believe that to this day. We have a responsibility to help our veteran friends and families, and Smokey River Entertainment District is doing just that. We'll have speakers for you and projects that are going to highlight the need for more cannabis access for our vets, and are going to bring you up to speed on what's happening now in our veteran communities with cannabis. I'm excited to see you there. Now, my veterans, run over to vettix.org and get a free ticket while you can. I appreciate all y'all. Stay waxy, and I'll see you September 23rd at Smokey River Entertainment District.
Attention veterans. Do you identify with one or all of the following? Do you have a bad back and bad knees? Have you ever been constipated from eating MREs? Have you ever done an officer's job for them? Have you ever pissed in a Gatorade bottle? Have you ever almost died in a 150-degree porta potty? If so, then you are entitled to tickets to this event. With your hosts, Paul Wall and Guy Yobi Lum, Waxy Brown, and Cannabis, the 2023 Missouri Growers Cup and Veterans Appreciation Event. Get your free tickets at vettix.org while they last. September 23rd, just outside Kansas City at Smokey.
Welcome back to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour, brought to you live from the Robust Cannabis Studios at K-Kid 92.9. We are back, man. So this is going to be a wild event. September 23rd, guys. We're here to talk about the Missouri Growers Cup. I know that, first off, Ngaio, where's the last spot that you did outside of where you live now? Where's the last spot you were at that you smoked some really good cannabis?
Well, I was just down in LA for the Trans Bay Challenge. Shout out to Jimmy Devine. And I was one of the judges. We smoked 22 different kinds of really good cannabis. The French Laundry was probably the most popular one. It wasn't my favorite, although it was
That
really
sounds
good.
delightful.
It was so well trimmed and manicured, and you could tell that they put a lot of love, and it was frosty and all kinds of stuff. I'll try to post some pictures. It was really, really, really nice. All the weeds were nice, and that's one of the things. Like, generally, when you're judging a cannabis cup, you hardly ever get any bad cannabis, right? Like, everyone's they're doing their best. They're putting their best one because it's got their name on it. They're trying to win. So you're like, what was the worst weed you smoked at the cannabis cup? It was pretty good.
Right? All of it.
Kind of like splitting hairs sometimes. I agree. That's why we do the average of the scores from the judges, because it's like it's Olympic scoring basically. Yeah. It's like
You throw out one of the highest and one of the lowest. You throw out the highest score. Like, was it diving?
No,
we average
it, but some scores will be like 17.25 versus
right
17 versus 16.75. I mean, it's very close.
It becomes very intense. It's really hard when you judge the Emerald Cup. We don't actually get in physical fist fights, but sometimes it gets close. I mean, we're all too stoned for an actual fight, but the discussion gets heated.
Right.
So with an event like that, when you're using that much cannabis, right? So you're already really medicated.
Oh,
really. What are some of the attributes that you guys are having to look for past that?
Flavor, aroma, right? Bag appeal. You know what I mean? You open the jar, you get a big whiff. You're like,
Okay.
You know what I mean? Right? Okay. How it looks, how it was trimmed. Was it sloppy? Does it look like a centerfold? Does it look like something you would post on High Times? Does the flavor match the smell? Right? Sometimes something will have a big smell, and you're like, man, I can't wait to smoke that. And you smoke it, and you don't really taste like, man, I smell pinene and lemons and oranges, and you smoke it, it just tastes like weed.
Right.
Right? But sometimes the opposite effects. You smell it, and you're like, well, doesn't really smell like much. And then you smoke, you're like, man, this is all gas and fruit and chocolate.
So the French,
some of the chocolate strains, I think sometimes a lot of the more subtle strains tend to get overlooked in some of the bigger competitions because everyone's flavors are so big and bold. And sometimes you get a really nice subtle chocolate hash-berry or something that's very grown up, and you don't always recognize.
Yeah,
I agree.
What's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Nathan, what are you looking for when you open up the jar and you're peeping it out?
Well, and for the cup, it's look, taste, smell, and high, and it's the best of all of those things.
Yep, there you go.
But he really did hit it on the head. Not everybody's opinion is the same. That's one of the reasons why we do the blind judging, even on the strain name, because it just takes away any bias of like, the blueberry muffin is so popular right now, and I'm looking for that or something. So we try to make it as unbiased and even played as you can. But yeah, everybody's different. But I agree with Ngaio. because some of those subtle terpene profiles get under notice, and we've also had a lot of what I've seen really tends to stick out are some of the terpene profiles that you haven't really smelled before, where they're really pheno hunting and finding stuff that really stands out from the crowd.
Yeah.
Smells 25% of the score. So if it doesn't smell good, it's, that can make a big difference and look good. Same.
One of the things that I've noticed too, especially from judging the Emerald Cup, is the winners are hardly ever over 20% THC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
I agree with that.
The whole THC, more THC is better weed. It's a myth.
Yeah.
It's a myth. It's the
Agreed.
terpene. THC is great. That high is nice, but we all know that too much THC will give you a panic attack.
Yeah, and that's some of the things that I wonder about with a cup like this. If you guys are sitting there and you're judging this and you're smoking, and say big indica rocks you or something, like at that point, and you got a whole big giant event you still got to do and everything. Like, you guys are holding up our Reveille, which is our reverse edible drink for folks that want to come down. I think that's a good product for that. But like, how have you battled that in the past?
I mean, I need a case of that stuff.
Time. You got to give them time.
Yeah.
Coffee and time.
You can't put people in a room with a bunch of entries and say, figure it out in 4 hours. You need like a week and a half.
I mean, if you're doing 8 to 20 strains, you can do it in a 6 to 8 hour window. Yeah. But yeah, if you're judging hundreds of them, you need a week. You need some time, because that's one of those things. Like, you don't have to smoke the whole joint. You take 2 hits, you get a feel for it, sit there for 20 minutes, see how it affects you, and then move on to the next one.
A lot of people think that they gotta like consume everything they've given to judge, and you don't. Like, Guile's right. It's a matter of just like a couple hits, taste it, you get a feel for the jam, and then like you wait it out 20 minutes, drink some coffee, and like relax a little bit, and then you move on. But if you get rocked, like, go eat something, you'll be fine.
It depends on the format too. If you've got an event that's like, hey, we're all getting together and judging this as a one big thing right then and there, and you're dealing with 20 entries, that kind of thing. But yeah, when you get the bigger cups and multiple categories, you kind of need to give people time, and then also do panels. You can't give the edible guys, all the flour too.
Right.
It's like
right.
Panels. So yeah.
Yeah, and some cat specialists, like, I wouldn't want to be a dab judge. One, my week would be shot.
Right.
I would never get anything done.
I can't wait to judge the dabs.
Yeah.
And then there's somebody else who can't wait to judge the dabs. I can't wait to judge the flowers.
So flowers, your thing.
I love flowers. I'm a million years old, although I'm younger than your homeboy. Yeah. But flowers are definitely my jam. I love the look. I love the feel. I love the taste. I like to hang out with growers. I like to watch them grow. I got a grow cabinet. You can't see. Listen, my office is a mess because I'm moving things around. But there's my giant gorilla grow cabinet right there.
Nice.
That doesn't have anything in it, but will probably later this week as soon as I get all this stuff moved out. I almost cussed on your radio station.
Nope, don't do that.
No, you can say ass though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll be interested for you to experience the cannabis that's being grown here in Missouri, because our industry cannabis has got some just terrific flower out there. I mean, you've been rocking a lot of this flower out here, Penny.
Oh my gosh, I haven't been given any bad flower. That's a fact. I mean, everything I've seen, everything I've tasted, smoked, smelled, loved.
Right.
Okay, but be honest. You live in Missouri. No, I'm kidding.
but listen.
What Missouri weed to California weed? I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, I'm from California. I mean, I'm an immigrant. I'm a Missouri immigrant. I am from California. Learned to cultivate in California. You know, so I mean, it is a testament to say that. I mean, the people that are growing out here, they are putting so much love, time, energy, not just into what they're growing, but the cure of it and how it's packaged, and like it's all being handled with such tender, loving care. It's really good out here. I can't complain.
Well, and that's
the cure is definitely one of the most. Sorry to interrupt, Wax.
Oh, you're good, bro. Go ahead.
The cure is one of the most underrated aspects of the growing process. People have ruined some really good grows with a bad cure, and people have salvaged some bad grows with a good cure. I'm not gonna lie, like you can make some horrible weed pretty okay if you can cure it all right.
Pretty okay.
Well,
pretty okay. It was pretty good.
here's what I think is going to surprise you guys, though. And listen, and a big shout out to the OGs in California for getting the whole thing popping off. And like
Facts.
Even our genetics that are running through Missouri, so much of that are California genetics and things like that brought over. But I think what's going to surprise you, Ngaio, and I think it's going to surprise you too, Penny, is the quality of our caregivers grows, our home growers out there. Missouri is one of those states that allows us to grow up to a certain amount of plants and grow for 6 other patients. And what we've seen come out of that is some of the best product that I've been smoking weed a long time too, but I've just not seen it so good as what we're bringing up.
I'm really excited to see what the caregivers are bringing us.
They got it, man.
I mean, everyone got the same strain of clone from Humboldt Seed Company, so everybody's growing the same thing. I am really, really anxious to see, what these growers, these caregivers are going to bring to us, because it's going to be epic. I have no doubt.
I can't wait for Ngaio to when the next show that he's on to be like, okay, there was this French laundry, they had this other thing, but you should have peeped this cannabis they got in Missouri, because I think we're the show me state. We're going to show you guys how we do it.
Right.
Hey, Waxy, you want me to show you who else is backstage right now?
Who do you got for me, baby?
I got Maverick backstage.
Oh, let's bring on Maverick, one of the artists from the Growers Cup.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Maverick? How you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
Hey, so let me ask you, man. You got the Growers Cup coming up, and we got you on with Ngaio Belam, who you're gonna get.
I see that.
You're
That's
gonna
the man right there.
Share that stage.
You're the man.
So peep this, man. How does this work for you? Like, we're coming around the corner from the event. Are you like Rocky on the mic right now, like just practicing and getting ready, or how do you pre-vibe for a show that's this big?
Bro, I'm literally sitting in my studio right now. So every day I'm in here. I actually have like 4 or 5 songs I'm trying to finish up for this event. So I'm practicing every day. I'm rehearsing, trying to put it all together.
Right.
Hey,
on.
do you make your own beats too?
Sometimes I do, man. Sometimes I do. It's time permitted. It's a little difficult doing instrumentals.
Let me tell you a little bit about Maverick. So I follow this dude. I have for a long time, because he's been a big part of the cannabis conversation in Missouri since its fruition. So, but his music, man, I'll tell you right now, it's multi-genre music, and in a way that it's still hip hop, but the guy is all over the place, and he brings a vibe in each one of his songs that is that's confidence over ego. It's good stuff, man. Where do you get that energy from, Ben?
The creator.
Amen.
Good answer.
And my family, man. I think just growing up the way I did and experiences I've had over this period of time have really formulated and informed my music. So that comes through the music. And there's a lot of fun stuff in there too, man. I've got some jams you guys are gonna hopefully enjoy.
Okay.
But a lot of it is, there's threads of consciousness. There's threads of a message throughout a lot of my songs. So sometimes you got to read between the lines to get it. But
well, I think that's a great definition of true art, when you have to dive past the first level. That's always good, man. And I feel that in your songs, man. So it's going to be exciting to see you up there opening for Paul Wall, man. That's going to be dope.
Yeah, Paul Wall, yeah. That's hilarious. I've been listening to that guy since I was a kid, man. So I'm very excited to be part of this. You guys, I'm very appreciative too of the Smokey River crew for considering me, to partake of this. It's like a dream come true, man. Wow. Being part of a weed festival, and I'm doing my music, that's just beautiful.
Hosted by Ngaio Belam, like that's
the
dopest.
How is it, man? It is so fun. Let me ask you. Every once in a while, I get to perform with cats who, I grew up. I was super influenced by, or I got to watch a lot of their comedy, or I went and saw them when I was really young at some club, and now I get to do a show with them or some things like that. Do you love it? Has it happened a lot of times? Is this one of the first times you're looking forward to it? Do you feel weird?
You asking me?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I've performed with a couple people that I grew up listening on. I actually got a song with one of the local artists, the Popper, who's an OG, man. He's very well respected in the hip hop community. And I just got a song with him this year, and it's somebody that was hugely influential on me, growing up. So that was like a dream come true, and I couldn't have imagined that happening. But Yeah, man. I mean, it's one of those things that you think about, but you don't ever think it's going to happen. You know, and when it does, it's like, man, I remember when I was a kid. I remember when I was a teenager dreaming about this stuff. And it's a testament to people to never let your dream die.
Do you have a hard time? Like, I met Dave Grisman once, who's one of the best bluegrass mandolin players of all time.
Man, isn't he?
I was at this comedy show and his wife was playing bass in the trio that was on stage, and he was just there hanging out. And I was one of the only cats who really recognized it. I was like, oh my God, Dave Grisman. And I kind of went fanboy on him for about 4 minutes. And then we smoked a joint and had a great time. And he almost couldn't drive home, but he figured it out. But
yeah, he played with Jerry Garcia as well.
yeah, he played with Jerry Garcia and he revolutionized. He was part of that whole newgrass revival back in the 80s.
I had a moment with Tech Nine like that this year, because not just his music, but the way he produces his music has been hugely influential on the guy's brilliant.
I've never had a moment with Tech Nine, but I have been mistaken for him before.
Oh yeah, I can see that, bro, with the beard for sure.
Me too.
He's got the beard.
Is this where I take my shirt off?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Red, bro.
That escalated quickly.
Spike them up. You got the Tech Nine look right there.
yeah, I'm into it, man. Yeah,
It was Stevie Wonder thought I was Tech Nine, but it's okay.
yeah, that's gonna be a dope show. So, so how long are you gonna be on stage? You got like a 30-minute set, 45?
They're giving me 20 minutes, and I'm opening the whole music event. So,
oh, very cool.
if I don't bring it, man, I'm a little, you know. And you guys tell me if I'm wrong, or tell me I've never been involved with an event like this before, but you know, opening an event is one thing. Most of the events I've been involved with, like maybe 2 or 3 persons behind the main act. So I'm hoping that people show up. I'm hoping that people are there to see my performance.
It's gonna,
you don't have to worry about that.
It's gonna sell out, bro. Hey, I got on the chat here. We got Derek Cox. He's a real one of my coolest friends out there. He said he smoked the gas with Ngaio back in 2007 in San Francisco at the Normal Conference with Richard Lee way back.
Wow. I believe him. Yes, he did. Man, we had a great time.
Yeah, you know, big shout out to Derek. He was one of the ones who were really helping.
I don't know what he means. I was 10 years old in 2007.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You were skipping class to do that.
Yeah, I skipped 5th grade so I could go to the Normal Conference in San Francisco with Richard Lee. Shout out to Richard Lee, though, one of the OG pioneers. That guy, man, he put his money where his mouth is. He was always on the path. He helped me start a magazine one time on the How Hard Can It Be concept. I said to him, hey, Richard, we need a magazine that concentrates on West Coast cannabis. And he was like, all right. Here's a whole bunch of money. He just sent me a check. He's like, here's a whole bunch of money. Start it. I was like, okay, great. Here we go. I was like, man, I appreciate you. He's like, hey, this isn't my money. This is the weed money. This is money for cannabis. Because he was selling seeds and clones. He had a couple of different clubs and stuff. And hope you hit the dump. And he was like, this is not my money. This is cannabis's money. And I always appreciated his outlook and his love on that. So shout out to Richard Lee. Shout out to the OG pioneers. Shout out to the cats who put their time, their energy, their bodies, the people who went to jail for this.
Yeah.
Right? The people, all the lawyers who donated for this, all the people who had some money and donated some money or did their time or went to all the city council meetings, all the county supervisor meetings, all the unpaid lobbyists. Shout out to all the activism. We can never forget, and I get on my little soapbox here.
Get it.
Cannabis is a social justice issue. Before it's making millions of dollars, before it's letting people get as high as they want all the time, which is great. I'm all for it. High functioning stoners. Social justice, keeping people out of jail, right? Letting people have bodily autonomy, lowering harassment and racist profiling from law enforcement. These are all things that cannabis legalization does, and we have to keep that in mind. Okay, soapbox done. Back to just getting high for giggles.
No, hey man, this is the perfect spot for a soapbox like that. There's plenty of people here on my show and everything that have had time in jail for cannabis and have been harassed. So we really appreciate you bringing up those points, man.
Man, there was a time in LA when we all used to carry picket signs and stuff in our car because the feds. What would happen is the feds would come in and they would raid a club, and they bring in a safe cracker, and they crack the safe, and they sit there for 5-6 hours just going through everything. Like everybody tied up and handcuffed and everything. And so we just kind of started flash mobbing them, right? We had a texting tree, so a raid would happen, and all of a sudden everybody would show up with picket signs, and cats in wheelchairs would show up, and we'd call the police, right? People are robbing a dispensary right now. We call all the newspapers. The feds are taking money or medicine from sick people, all the people in wheelchairs and everything. So they're taking my medicine. I can't live without this. Blah, 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 blah. And that changed the tenor. It changed the tenor a lot of ways, man.
So smart.
Then the feds just started smashing and grabbing. Then they just show up and steal all the money and the weed and then leave. But they wouldn't arrest anybody, which is always nice.
That's the unfortunate part, is that it does come down to money. Most of the time, it's an ugly process. But right now, the way that cannabis is shielded in that way, like we need to free the plant more for real. And there's been, it's just not just in LA, but across the nation, people have stood up over the last decade, and that's why we're seeing this massive rush of legalization across the states, because of hard work like you guys have put in.
Right. And just remember, it's not done. We still need activism. Just because weed is legal doesn't mean that there's not more to do.
It's still Schedule 1.
It's still Schedule 1, which means it has no medicinal value, and it's worse for you than heroin or cocaine.
That's real.
Right?
You got to laugh out of Steve.
It's ridiculous. Right. It's ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah, when you say it out loud, it sounds crazy.
When you say it out, I thought it was going to sound better when I said it out loud.
It shouldn't even be a joke, but it comes across as a joke because it's funny.
Well,
it's
sometimes all you can do is laugh.
Yeah,
I'm probably the oldest one out of the group here, and I've been smoking since I was 13. And I went to one of my family reunions just last weekend, and I looked at all my brothers and sisters, and I said, "How come you guys look so old?"
Yeah, what happened?
Power of the plant, baby.
Exactly.
Power of the plant.
Cannabis is anti-aging.
Right. All right.
Hey, hold on. I got a big question here.
Go ahead.
Because I think this is a major point that Maverick was kind of stepping on there. What time does the event start, and what time does Maverick go on stage?
What time can you get there?
Yeah, it's 2:00.
They're on stoner time.
The event starts at noon.
Stoner time.
It's not. No, it's 2 p.m. is when the event starts.
Yeah, it pops off at 2. Maverick takes the stage at 3. Correct, Maverick?
3 p.m. sharp.
Yep.
My itinerary is different.
What time do the doors open?
I think the doors open at 2. I think that
doors at 2. First show at 3.
Yep, and they're ridiculously good there. The egress and ingress at that venue, you are going to be so impressed when you get here in Gallo, and when you walk into there, you're going to feel something.
I'm impressed that you know ingress and egress.
Right. Hey, look, I was in the Navy for 8 years. You got to know how to get on the ship and off the ship.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You got to have your ship together.
Yeah, that's right. And you can go to www.getyourshiptogether.com right now and check out our Reveille, our reverse edible. We better take a break, Steve. Is it that time?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna go pay some bills, or we're in trouble. You guys are listening to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour, brought to you live from the Robust Cannabis Studios, and we will be right back with all these superstars.
Attention veterans. Do you identify with one or all of the following? Do you have a bad back and bad knees? Have you ever been constipated from eating MREs? Have you ever done an officer's job for them? Have you ever pissed in a Gatorade bottle? Have you ever almost died in a 150-degree porta potty? If so, then you are entitled to tickets to this event. With your hosts, Paul Wall and Guy Yobi Lum, Waxy Brown, and Cannabis. The 2023 Missouri Growers Cup and Veterans Appreciation Event. Get your free tickets at vettix.org while they last. September 23rd, just outside Kansas City at Smokey River Entertainment District. Come join Waxy Brown and other veterans at this unique event. Space Force is welcome to attend as well. Bring the aliens.
And following winds. Reveille is finally available. Learn more at getyourshipright.com.
At BesaMe Wellness, we're all about supporting the health and well-being of our community. With a wide selection of locally curated medical marijuana products, we'll help find what works best for you. Don't have a card? Let us help navigate the application process. And if you can't make it to one of our 5 convenient locations, we'll even deliver to your door. Visit us in-store or online at besamewellness.com.
Robust, we think it's only right you know how the flower you enjoy is cared for and grown. Our process begins by hand-selecting premium genetics for our mother plants. The plants are then cloned and grown to become the strains offered by Robust, like Cali Raisins and Brunch Punch. One of our core growing principles is feed the soil to feed the plant. That's why everything on our facility is grown in living soil, a unique combination of beneficial microbes, worms, and nutrients. Our plants are grown in a high-tech greenhouse built specifically for cannabis. We use the sun's natural light when it's available and supplement with premium LEDs when needed. Every pot at Robust is hand-watered and cared for by individuals on our team of passionate cultivators every single day, so there's always eyes on the plant. Not only that, but Robust is the only KIND certified facility in the state of Missouri. Think organic, but for growing cannabis. After 8 to 9 weeks in the grow room, depending on the strain, the flower is ready to be harvested. The plants are chopped and hung to dry in a humidity-controlled room. This process is what brings out the aromas and flavor profile of each distinct strain. After 10 to 14 days of drying, the trichome-covered buds are ready to be cured and set aside for trimming. Once our team hand trims and manicures every bud to remove the imperfections, the cannabis is meticulously weighed and put into our iconic Robust Red, fully recyclable packaging and heat sealed to ensure freshness. And that's what you're about to try now, because even though you know Robust cannabis is sustainable, organic, and all natural, you can't understand the hype until you try it yourself.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour, brought to you live from the Robust Cannabis Studios at K-Kid 92.9. Hey, Steve. I apologize, man.
Yes.
I just want to say thank you for letting us do this show here at K-Kid.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate
Waxy.
you very much. All right, we've got some superstars on the show right now. We've got Ngayo Belam. What's up?
Hey.
And we also have Maverick on. And have you guys ever heard of If I Die in Iceland?
I am so stoked to see this band.
Yeah, we have.
Oh my gosh.
We have If I Die in Iceland on the show. What's up, Nathan? Oh, can Nathan hear us? Did we lose a little audio there? Oh, Steve got us. Nathan, you good?
What's up, guys? How we doing?
All right, we got If I Die in Iceland. All right.
Oh.
So we're going to pop off a few questions here because I got questions, Nathan. Now, I've listened to your music, and it's got a vibe that I have never experienced before in music. When someone asks you, what does your music sound like? How do you describe that to somebody?
Really, I go for industrial sound. It's all DIY, which is really the thing that we focused on. I was in a whole bunch of punk bands as a kid, and one thing that punk really stood for was DIY stuff. And so that's the sound I want coming out of it because it speaks a little bit, I don't know, it cuts through the noise a bit more than really mixed down, like finely curated music, if that makes sense.
Right on.
You don't want it overproduced.
Yeah, don't want too much overproduction. I want it to.
Yeah, it shouldn't sound slick. It should sound like, not rough, but
raw.
A little rough on the edges.
Yeah,
it is a little rough.
Strong.
His content is strong. That's the word for it. It's very strong. So I want to kind of ask you the same thing I asked Maverick. We got Maverick still on. Man, we got so many superstars on one show right now. It's absolutely insane.
It's like the Brady Bunch opener. We got one more person. We got
yeah. Right.
We're all weed.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, If I Die in Iceland, first off, where'd the name come from?
I was actually listening to a podcast one day, and someone said it in the podcast just as part of a conversation. And just offhandedly, I thought that would be a really cool name for like a metal band, and decided, you know what, even if I'm not a metal band, I'm going to take that name because it sounds at one point, it was because to die in Iceland, if you didn't get your body within 24 hours, they just cremated you on the spot. So it was sort of like a sort of metal thing too on what happens if you're or if you're not a Icelandic citizen and you do, die in Iceland.
They just cremate you after 24 hours.
Yep. If you don't have plans for your family to come get you, then yep, it's just a 24-hour turnaround.
Man, they don't got time for that body. They don't got time for that body.
Do they give a reason? Like they're just running out of space?
I think it has to do with just not wanting to deal with it's something disease related because it's such a small.
Not wanting to deal with detectives and forensics and shady circumstances.
Right. I don't want to deal with any of that.
I know. Should we fact check this?
Somebody check it out. We're giving it Google.
So check this out. If I Die in Iceland, how are you prepping for this show, man? Because is this not one of the biggest shows you've done?
It's up there with one of the biggest shows I've done. Yeah.
Right
so
on.
Me and my DJ really just running through the set, trying to pick what songs would work really well for get the crowd hyped.
Now let me ask you, 10 minutes before the show's about to start, are you medicating real heavy?
Heavy.
Not real heavy.
Super heavy.
Now, are you doing the mouth edibles or straight suppository RSO?
A little bit of both.
What's the difference?
There you go. What's the difference? There's a big one.
That's like that part.
Yeah, that's the name of my new band. If I Boof the RSO. You have 24 hours to find my body.
I commend you, bro, because I cannot perform when I smoke. I've tried many times, and I was
going to ask you, Maverick, what's the 10 minutes before you go on show look like?
A lot of self-talk, man. Yeah, a lot of self-talk. A lot of hyping myself up and getting myself mentally prepared for what I'm about to do. Because, I mean, he can tell you, anybody that's been on stage perform, it is exhausting. A lot of energy comes out. And but I look at it as like a service. I'm out there serving the people. So, that helps kind of quiet the nerves a bit when you realize it's about the people and not about you. You're out there to serve people. So
it's exhausting, but it's also exhilarating. You know what I mean? Because you're like a lens. So you show up with a bunch of energy, and that goes out in the crowd, and then the crowd reflects it back, and because there's more of them, you get a lot of energy back. So when you're crushing it, after the show, you're tired, but you're also full of like, woo!
Yep.
And that's why people end up with drinking problems and sexual addictions, because that energy has to go somewhere.
Gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, we've got Ron Coleman on the Facebook Interactive page. He said, "I actually have an If I Die in Iceland suppository story." So
we don't need to ask Ron about that. It's okay.
You should make that the whole next show. Should just be that. 2 hours.
I think I saw a suppository story open for If I Die in Iceland.
Going deep.
Just have Ron on stage with the mic with me.
And Gaio's in a new
Repository
band.
sounds like a metal band. I mean,
What if, now look, I'm a deadhead, right? And like a lot of these bands, they'll get together and they'll jam together. Maybe all of you should get on the stage as Suppository Story and perform with Ngaio vocals.
Yeah.
Is this all you, man?
Is it both? Is both? I'm just gonna moan, like,
I could be the band.
yeah.
I got this.
We're not mocking anybody's art. We're having fun.
or medicine for that matter. If
Well,
that's
and hey,
medicine you
actually,
need,
that's
take it.
one of the things. That's one of the things I wanted to mention too. Is that getting together and smoking pot. Yes, it's our civil right, and we're getting more access to that, and not be, ostracized over it. But our events really are about bringing it together, art and culture, and getting people that are local, like Nathan and Maverick, and getting them out there to represent their art to the people. That's what it's all about. So we love it.
That's kind of the mission, huh?
Yeah, that's the mission.
That's beautiful.
Waxy, it's me, Barack Obama. Tim's back this week. Good deal. He was in the compound pharmacy industry, Real quick, this is K-Kid 92.9 Salem, Rolla. Stay waxy, fellas.
All right, there's our station ID for the week. We want to welcome back to the show our co-host Tim Harms. He's been Tim. Tell the people what you've been doing for the last week, because I think it's really cool.
So I took a certification class to become a harm reduction specialist, because there's so many people that have used cannabis to get off of opiates, to get off of the hard drugs, but nobody in the medical, in the community of healthcare wants to address it because it's federally illegal. I can't talk about it. So what I'm trying to do is help these patients use their data so we can turn it from anecdotal data into real-time, individualized patient healthcare.
Wild, man. Saving lives, brother. Saving lives.
Yeah, thanks, Justin, for the promo.
There
too.
are a few studies, and that's definitely awesome, man, because, you have to fight that propaganda from a million years where they're like, well, if you start smoking pot, you're going to be doing heroin in a month. It's a gateway. It's a gateway to hard drugs. When all the studies that they perform show that cannabis is actually a pathway to harm reduction.
100%.
I thought you were going to say nachos. That's my problem. It's always
Nachos, a nap, right? It's a gateway to gooning.
Right. So, well, that's got to be one of the things that you run. I mean, honestly, Ngaio, people are, because you're a celebrity and because you're at these events, people are going to approach you and they want to tell you their story too. And like, I imagine that you get a lot of just, face-to-face testimonials from people.
Okay. So I was in Berlin, and this is actually an uplifting story, but there was a guy who was telling me that the doctors had found an obstruction in his bowels, and they thought that he had the cancer, like they had tested it. And he was like, I got to get rid of it. So he deacidified his body, started a whole alkaline diet, and then he just started mega dosing RS oil. And then he told me about this giant poop that he had. And I was like, thanks for sharing. But apparently he just pooped the tumor right out.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And then he went for tests a couple weeks later, and they're like, oh, you're cancer free.
There's so many.
It's bizarre. That doesn't work for everybody. Don't just think you can take a giant cancer poop and you'll be cured. But it was nice to hear. But it was also like, bro, do you really have to tell me this whole story? You could have just said I used RS oil and a alkaline diet to help with my problems. I didn't really need to hear about your huge German poop.
But that's like the punchline.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's just giving you good content, bro.
Yeah, it's like give me the story without the punchline. You're a comedian, you know how that goes.
Sometimes you can just give me the gist.
Sometimes I don't need to know the whole thing. Yeah,
that's right.
No, yeah, I can infer.
There you go.
I can induce. I can deduce.
I knew a guy that worked at a lab that had a tumor under his arm, and he started doing it, and he didn't want to do the suppository, so he did it orally, and he was messed up, for a couple weeks until his body really got used to that kind of quantity. But it just shrunk away and went away.
That's beautiful.
And I knew, it's one thing to say, oh, I heard a story, but to actually know someone that this has happened to.
Well, they've done studies since the 70s that show that cannabis can be effective in fighting cancer cells.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not.
And I'm not making any medical claims at all. I'm saying that there are studies. Don't send the FDA off.
This is just a weed show.
And it doesn't always work for everybody, too. It's not a magical panacea or whatever.
Well, there's still hundreds of compounds inside this plant that we don't know what they do in combination together. That's where the future of this plant's going to be.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah,
so I got a quick question for If I Die in Iceland.
Go ahead.
So before you hit the stage, is it a dab? Is it flower? Is it edibles? What's the delivery vehicle? Probably other than a suppository, since we don't want to talk about that anymore.
Usually, I'm a big fan of joints. Just a good old-fashioned joint for me. So I have a pocket full of joints every show that I go to. So you'll find me cheaping on some flour in the back before a show.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, If I Die in Iceland, let's tell the people what you do when you're not rapping.
So I actually work for Smokey River Cannabis as their sales director. So I get to be a part of this wonderful industry as well and share my art. So it's really the best of both worlds. I love my job, and I love that it can connect to my music.
That's what.
See, he's kind of like so when I was DJing, we'd have the record store, and you'd always be irritated because on Thursday, the guys that work at the record store get to pick through all the good stuff. But he's literally picking through all the good stuff. He knows exactly what the good stuff is. That's awesome.
I've smoked a bunch of Smokey River. Well, we all have. We've done reviews of Smokey River Cannabis on the show. And it is some of the better concentrates out there on the Missouri market right now. It's just fire.
We really try to put out only what we would smoke ourselves. And as somebody who's sort of a hash head at home, that's like my home consumption method. I really want to smoke good concentrate, and I want to put Missouri on the map just like the rest of the big states with really good stuff.
Do you prefer rosin or resin?
Rosin all day.
Rosin. Yeah, all day, huh? Yeah.
It seems like the conversation last year was
What's the difference?
Diamonds. Now it's
solventless. It's heat and pressure for rosin versus resin is BHO, CO2. It's using a solvent.
Rosin. Yeah, chemical method.
Yep,
about $10 a gram is the
pressures, babe.
The difference between a vase and a vase, $40.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, is it illegal in Missouri to make resin?
No,
no. Our laws state we're a solventless state. So if you're a caregiver at home, you can make anything that you can, like a rosin is not a problem, but you can't do anything with solvents here in Missouri.
Yeah, you're not able to do. Yeah, that's the same here. Yeah. Got it.
Which is smart because how many people do you know have blown up a hotel room or their apartment?
I know.
Dummy.
I'm not gonna lie. Man. There was a time where me and my buddy Alex are sitting there in the bathroom in the apartment, and we're blowing butane hash through PVC pipes. And I think back now, I'm like, I hope I wasn't smoking a blunt at the time. Like it wasn't a very smart stoner when I started stoning.
The story for a minute when dabs first began, when blasting BHO first became a thing was cats would get into it. Right, man, I'm blasting, I'm doing all this stuff, and then there would be an explosion at their house or in their backyard or whatever, and then we'd be like, oh, okay, I quit.
I love when you tell
Hey man, you still making dabs? No, dog. I set the dog on fire and I'm done.
Yeah, don't smoke around it.
Don't smoke. Don't have your cell phone. Don't have a watch with a second hand because the static electricity can have some problems. Don't have a gas oven. Don't have a pilot light. Like, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. It's like throwing a forward pass. Like one thing can go right, but 4 other things can go wrong.
Yeah.
Interception.
Yeah,
that's a weird metaphor or analogy, but you understand what I mean.
Right. Try to stay in your lane. If you want to cultivate. But if you don't know how to do those things, don't do them. That's dangerous.
Listen, give me some bubble bags, some ice.
Yeah. Hey, we are
and a little piece of wax paper where I could carry a lump in my shoe for a while and make my own hash, old school style. Y'all don't remember that, but you just take a bunch of keef and put it in your shoe and walk around till it's hash.
That's cool.
Yeah,
straight stepped on, baby.
Yeah, I used to have this little twisty thing that you guys remember. You'd make hash pucks out of them. They look like the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to keep one of those full, like in my bathroom. So, like, and my buddies, I tell them, if you're gonna go in and take a poop, make sure you're turning that. It helps you get the poop out. Talk all my friends into it.
That and the Reader's Digest, right?
Right, man. Well, I had Hemper wears no clothes in the bathroom just so people would read that. But
So does anybody remember smoking out of a can?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh sure. Or an apple.
I feel like that's a rite of
Apple's way
passage.
better.
Yeah. Did we ever get the science down? Was smoking out of a can hazardous for us, or was it
100%.
100% hazardous. Come on.
Not be good. Yeah.
But what if, like, my dad taught me as a child to scrape the top off of it so that you didn't have any
It's still
problems.
aluminum, though. It's still aluminum. You're burning that aluminum. No,
He-
gross.
That was another thing. My dad he can't really say aluminum too good, so maybe he did say that. I don't know.
Was he British? Aluminium.
Yeah, aluminium. Yeah.
Aluminium.
Yeah. All right. So we are
Molybdenum.
we are getting close to 420. We've got about 13 minutes till we give away 6 sets of tickets on our Facebook interactive page for Waxy Brown. Go ahead and jump over there. And then we're going to give out a couple sets of tickets on the radio as well over here for folks too. So it's going to be a good time. I really appreciate Smoky River Entertainment District and the Missouri Growers Cup for giving us those tickets to give out to the folks. I know all you guys on Facebook. I'm reading the comments. You guys ready to go win these tickets? And I know my folks driving up and down 44 here and in the Rolla area and the Ozarks listening to K-Kid. You guys are going to be able to call, and I'll give you that number right before we ask the question that's going to get you the tickets. So it's going to be a really good time. Now, I could ask you anything. I could ask you who the artists are or who this or who that. But be ready. Oh, I see they're all saying they're ready on the Facebook right there.
Hey, well, actually, we've had people asking, are these VIP tickets or just
They're
GA
not.
tickets?
No, these are general admission tickets. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and actually, we're almost getting close to being sold out on the VIP. So,
Yeah, this
FYI.
event
Save me one or two.
Okay.
This event's gonna sell out, guys. And
I'm selling bootleg meet and greet tickets for Ngayo too. So if you want those, hit me up.
First of all, I get a cut of that. Secondly, here's the easiest way to meet and greet Ngayo. Walk up to Ngayo and go hi.
Yeah,
that's okay. We'll give him a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, just give me $5. We can meet and greet all you want.
Burn ends.
Well, there's a processing
And
fee.
some burn in. $5 and some burn in.
We do have a processing fee on that, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nathan,
I'll give you a cut of the burn ins.
Nathan gets that processing fee, I imagine.
Right.
No. All right.
I'm actually gonna head out, y'all. I have a bunch of stuff to do today.
Right on. We appreciate
Hey,
you
I
being on,
appreciate you.
folks. That's Ngayo Belam from Netflix's Cooking on High. Man, we couldn't have been blessed with a cooler celebrity.
This bump, I am so looking forward to this. You don't even know. I'm very excited about this whole thing. Shout out to Smoky River Entertainment District. Shout out to Nathan. Shout out to Waxy, Penny.
Hell yeah.
All the cats. We're gonna see everybody out there. Paul Wall, If I Die in Iceland.
It's gonna be awesome.
All the names of Pacifier, all these cats. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna smoke weed, and we're gonna celebrate. That's the important thing.
Awesome stuff.
And remember, we got that 1.5 rooms at the Motel 6 for you. So
That's all I need. That's all I need. I love a Motel 6. They let you smoke, and they don't care if you're loud.
Right.
Right? And the Wi-Fi is good. I hate being nickel and dimed. I'm sorry. Do I sound like Larry David right now?
I love Larry David.
Dude, how much time are you going to spend in the hotel?
Not
Exactly.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah.
All right, folks. That's Ngayo Belam from Netflix's Cooking on High. We really appreciate you, brother.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
I can't wait to smoke with you. All right, so do we need to get a break in before we do this contest? Okay, so that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go pay some bills. I'm going to take a dab. You going to take a little dab, Penny?
You know I'm taking dabs.
What about you, Tim? You good?
Sure, I'm in.
Steve, I already know, Steve. All right, we are going to be right back. You guys are listening to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour with our co-host, Nathan Marsh, the president of the Missouri Growers Cup. And we'll give a big shout out to If I Die in Iceland. Make sure you guys catch If I Die in Iceland at the event. It's going to be amazing. And Nathan, you can stay on if you want because we're going to be talking about the event, brother. But we appreciate you being on, my friend. Right on.
Thanks for having me on, my guys.
Right on. All right, cool. You guys are listening to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour. We're brought to you live from the Robust Cannabis Studios at K-Kid 92.9.
secrets of Kung Fu are founded on 5 elements. Focus. Remain like a cobra, ready to strike. Energy. Be like a volcano, overflowing with energy. Endurance. Be as water. Continue to flow, matching the vibe.
Huh?
Get in the zone. Getting weird. Let your freak flag fly high. Wait, this isn't the secrets of Kung Fu. It's what happens when you take Captain Crossfade. Party harder for longer with THCV and CBC. Take it with THC and stay in the zone way longer. Make any night one to remember. Wow, this is good stuff. Captain Crossfade, get lifted while you go bananas.
At Robust, we think it's only right you know how the flower you enjoy is cared for and grown. Our process begins by hand-selecting premium genetics for our mother plants. The plants are then cloned and grown to become the strains offered by Robust, like Cali Raisins and Brunch Punch. One of our core growing principles is feed the soil to feed the plant. That's why everything on our facility is grown in living soil, a unique combination of beneficial microbes, worms, and nutrients. Our plants are grown in a high-tech greenhouse built specifically for cannabis. We use the sun's natural light when it's available and supplement with premium LEDs when needed. Every pot at Robust is hand-watered and cared for by individuals on our team of passionate cultivators every single day, so there's always eyes on the plant. Not only that, but Robust is the only kind certified facility in the state of Missouri. Think organic, but for growing cannabis. After 8 to 9 weeks in the grow room, depending on the strain, the flower is ready to be harvested. The plants are chopped and hung to dry in a humidity-controlled room. This process is what brings out the aromas and flavor profile of each distinct strain. After 10 to 14 days of drying, the trichome-covered buds are ready to be cured and set aside for trimming. Once our team hand trims and manicures every bud to remove the imperfections, the cannabis is meticulously weighed and put into our iconic Robust Red, fully recyclable packaging and heat sealed to ensure freshness. And that's what you're about to try now, because even though you know Robust cannabis is sustainable, organic, and all natural, you can't understand the hype until you try it yourself.
Hey everybody, it's Waxy Brown from Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour. I'm excited to talk to you about Missouri Growers Cup happening September 23rd at Smokey River Entertainment District, hosted by Ungayo Bilam from Netflix's Cooking on High. I'm excited to team up with the Smokey River team and the Missouri Growers Cup team to highlight our veterans at a time when our veterans need highlighted most. As a Navy veteran, I was taught that if one shipmate was sick, the whole ship was sick, and I believe that to this day. We have a responsibility to help our veteran friends and families, and Smokey River Entertainment District is doing just that. We'll have speakers for you and projects that are going to highlight the need for more cannabis access for our vets, and are going to bring you up to speed on what's happening now in our veteran communities with cannabis. I'm excited to see you there. Now, my veterans, run over to vettix.org and get a free ticket while you can. I appreciate all y'all. Stay waxy, and I'll see you September 23rd at Smokey River Entertainment District.
Attention veterans. Do you identify with one or all of the following? Do you have a bad back and bad knees? Have you ever been constipated from eating MREs? Have you ever done an officer's job for them? Have you ever pissed in a Gatorade bottle? Have you ever almost died in a 150-degree porta potty? If so, then you are entitled to tickets to this event. With your hosts, Paul Wall and Guy Yobi Lum.
Times we cough. All right. How was the break? Everybody good?
Super good.
All right. Good.
You good, Steve?
Good. Nathan, you good?
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right.
Working
Hey,
up a
Nathan,
hair
how many of these cups have you thrown?
Well, let's see. This will be our 10th cup.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
How many?
One was live stream though because of COVID.
Oh, how'd that work out?
Nice pivot.
It was interesting. So we're at a cannabis event company, and we had been going strong with the Hemp Fest and doing Canna Chef, and COVID hit, and it killed one of our Canna Chefs. It killed our Hemp Fest. But the Growers Cup, people still wanted to win and win the trophy, so we did the judging and entries just like normal, and then our sponsors got basically sponsored on a live stream. In a lot of ways, it was needed at the time. I mean, it would be horrible today, but when there was nothing going on, people were excited to have something to watch and connect with. But it's definitely not ideal. We want to bring everybody together in real life, not online. So, yeah,
we did a BizCon. All digital during COVID. It was insane.
Yeah,
it's weird.
All right, so we got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes until we give away these tickets. We're going to give away 6 pairs of tickets on our Facebook interactive page, and we're going to give away 2 tickets here at K-Kid Radio on our request line, which I'm going to give you guys in just a couple minutes. I see we're about a minute out. You guys on Facebook, it looks like you guys are all ready over there. Ready to win some tickets? Let me hear some yeses on the Facebook. And the phone number that you guys are going to call when it hits 420 is going to be 573-364-4433. That's 573-364-4433. So if you don't win on Facebook and you're listening in, you can win it that way.
Hey,
all right,
we've got people asking if they can win again if they were to get the tickets the second time.
Unfortunately not. No. That's a good question, though. But
didn't take me long to get that out.
Yeah.
One winner per household, one winner per family. Every 30 days.
You've done that before, haven't you?
Wow.
I mean, that was pretty impressive, Steve.
So
25 years, baby.
All right, here we go. It's 420. It's 420. You guys ready? All right, the number to call is 573-364-4433. Now, whoever that is cheating. So
speed dial.
The question is, what platform was in Gaio Belam's show Cooking on High? What platform was that on? That's going to be the question. What platform? Where could you go watch?
It was a wooden platform 5 feet high. No, wrong platform.
All right, let's get them going here. Oh, we got some winners over there. Oh, we lost that caller.
All right, try back.
All right, well, you got me. Welcome to Waxy Brown's show. What's cracking? Waxy Brown, who do you got here? I got you on the phone line.
Gotcha.
Who are you?
Eric.
Eric, what's the answer to the question?
Hulu.
It's not Hulu, unfortunately. All right, buddy, we'll move on to the next caller. All right, guys, what platform was Ngaio Belam's show on? That's 573-364-4433. Where could you go see that? They're all over it on the Facebook. They've got it. All right, who we got here? All right,
I call him back.
You got Waxy. Who do I have on the phone?
Clay Kaufman.
Clay, what's the answer?
He's not eligible.
Why?
I didn't hear the question. What's the question?
The question is, what platform is Ngaio Belam's show Cooking on High? What show is? What platform is that on?
Netflix.
That is the answer. That is the you won, buddy. You got
Who
his
you
name?
want to give your tickets to?
Clay Kaufman.
All right. Congratulations,
We got you, Clay. We'll
Congratulations.
tell you how to get them in your hands, all right?
Justin's tallying up all the folks. Oh, yeah, you
Okay.
goes. Justin's tallying up the Facebook folks. Let's take the next caller. We got another winner. All right, you got Waxy. Who do I have?
Derek again.
Oh, Derek, is it?
Eric.
Eric.
Netflix.
It is Netflix. What's your last name, Eric?
Small.
All right, you won 2 tickets to the Smoky River Growers Cup. It's going to be a lot of fun, September 23rd. Make sure you had set that date aside, buddy. Congratulations.
We have our winners for this round. Try back later.
Yep, appreciate you.
No.
Especially that guy.
Wow, someone was really emphatic, Steve. You just like give him the clip right there. You click no.
He's been doing this for a long time. All right. Justin.
For some reason, they love the abuse. I don't know why.
Justin. Who do we have that won on the Facebook side over there?
I had to go back and look because I was the last caller. That was me trying to call in and win tickets for myself. But you know what?
Well, there you go. You're not eligible either, sir.
And hey, folks, if you won these tickets, right, and you want to give them to someone else, a veteran or something like that, let us know because you won 2 tickets. I do want you to go, but I've had a couple folks that have had a couple issues with that. So if you've won 2 tickets, you let me know what you want to do with them. We'll make sure you get them. So let's get those names. Justin, who do we got as winners, buddy?
So going down the list here, it looks like we got Brandon Jones.
Oh, Brandon.
What's up, B?
And then Craig already won. So Craig, sorry, buddy. He's been pretty dedicated trying to win more tickets. But
yeah, I'm sorry, pal.
We got Cannabis.
Down the Craigslist ad.
Canna Ross won tickets.
Yep. Courtney Ritchie.
All right, congratulations, Courtney.
Victor Jean.
Victor Jean.
Oh, yes.
Congratulations.
Sarah Moore.
Sarah Moore. Is that 6?
I don't know.
He's just reading off everybody.
I'm just reading names off.
All the love.
Who wants a shout out? Happy birthday to the following 75,000 people.
Okay.
1, 2.
Awesome stuff. Well, congratulations, everybody that won tickets over there. Pretty cool.
And you got R2 here.
All right. And
Clay Kaufman and Eric Small.
We got Craig and Eric Small. That's right. All right, cool. So we got Erica Payne is going to be coming on. Do we have her backstage yet?
Yes.
Okay, let's bring Erica on. I want to talk to you guys about Erica. This is
oh man, she's
Hey,
a
guys.
genius.
Hey, Erica, how are you?
Oh, doing good. Just getting out of the extraction machine.
Yeah. So I've got I want to tell you all a little bit about Erica. So Erica's Cali born. Okay, she comes from that direction there, but she's Missouri raised 4th generation cultivator. So she grows. She's an extraction specialist skilled in hydrocarbon, ethanol, ice water, and dry sift, resin or rosin. And I want to read to you guys before we pop this interview off with Erica. I want to read you guys what she sent me in a message here, and because it's very similar to what Ngayo was talking about, and I want to just give you a little bit of gratitude here. She said, "I owe a massive debt of gratitude to the legacy market and all those who came before legalization. We would not be where we are today without their sacrifices." Now, as someone that's done a lot of time in jail for cannabis, I want to thank you for sending those words out to the listeners and the folks that are on the show. So I appreciate you, Erica.
Yeah, anytime. The legacy is definitely, yeah, we wouldn't be anywhere close to where we are today without those folks.
So let's talk a little bit about the Growers Cup that's coming up. You're on with the president of the Missouri Growers Cup, Nathan Marsh. And we got Penny Lane. Penny Lane is another one.
Hey.
That's good, girl.
So we got 2 judges on here. And I want to ask you, Erica, how excited are you about the party coming up?
Oh, I'm stoked. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see the fire that comes out of Kansas City.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think we got cultivars from all over Missouri that are.
Yeah, the whole state.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Some of these guys were like, "Oh man, you're 2 hours from everyone." No.
Yeah.
But hey.
There's people bragging about they're coming up from the Grozarks.
Yep.
Okay.
The Grozarks. Hey, I live in the Grozarks, my guy.
Yeah.
That's God's country.
Missouri has a lot of green thumbs, and they're doing well.
Yeah.
I dare to say they're outdoing the legal market right now.
Oh yeah, our
For sure.
our caregivers are fire.
Right.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
Oh yeah.
So I want to ask you a question, Erica. I ask it of a lot of folks that come on the show, and I'd like to know what was your path to cannabis like? What because you're obviously it's a lifestyle, it's a life for you. How'd you get there?
Well, I grew up in the legacy market. Actually, my parents were growers. My great grandfather started with hemp in Tennessee with his father. So I say fourth generation, but that's as far back as we can definitely say that our hands have been in the pie. But what led me to extraction was my daughter, when she was 16, we went in for a physical for her swim team, and they diagnosed her with papillary thyroid cancer. They ended up removing her thyroid, but I started making RSO and everything I could do for her to get her tumor markers down. And after 18 months, she was tumor free. So,
wow.
Yep. And I've just kept on going with it. Now I want to help the world.
Preach it, girl.
So that's one of the questions I had for Ungayo Belam, the host of this party. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait to hang out with that guy. But I want to kind of ask you the same question. You're at a lot of these events. You're meeting all these folks. You're in the industry. How much face-to-face testimonials do you run into out there? Once you tell your story and talk to people about who you are, it probably opens up a lot of conversations.
Oh yeah. Quite a bit. I actually don't trust anybody that doesn't have an empathy story.
Right.
Getting into cannabis, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's very
know somebody that it's impacted, at this point, unless your head's in the sand.
Right.
You got to know somebody that's like, man, this really helped me.
Yeah. And those stories are what really you can tell who's really in it for the right reasons, who's got the passion and who's going to stay.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell that in the product, can't you?
Oh, you can see it, you can taste it, you smell it. First thing you can do is smell it. You know it's off. Yeah.
So where are you out of right now, Erica?
I'm currently in St. Louis right now.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is not only a G in the extract department, but she has got some mighty gorgeous ladies.
Yes.
Yeah,
and they're in bloom now. They just started flowering. So
I mean, your plants look amazing.
Yeah, so you're a great cultivator. What are you looking for, Erica, whenever you're judging these kind of these cups?
Well, first I look at appearance. Well, the first thing I do is smell right off the bat. I want to get a nose on it. That first pop is the most important. After that, your terpenes kind of dissipate. So like that first pop of the jar is what your nose needs to be in to really get a full good profile. Then I look at the appearance. Then after that, it's right into the smoking it and getting that flavor and the taste and seeing if it's a full-bodied smoke, if it's light, if it tastes like hay.
Right.
I'm getting a lot of that lately.
Never.
Does density
and then
have any factor in it?
Density.
Density. I try not to go that way because it depends on how it grows. Because there's a lot of fluffy stuff that's real good. It's all about the trichomes anyway. It's how well you're farming those trichomes. So it could be a fluffy nug, but it could be frosty as fuck and still get the hell out of those solid ones.
We're on the FM. We'll have to be a little.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I just got out of the lab. We talk a little bit. Sorry.
No, you're way good. I'm a sailor myself. You're cool. So let me ask you a question. So you've been doing this a long time. You grew up around this. If I'm someone, see, here in Missouri, we have a lot of folks who are just now starting to begin to grow and learn to grow because our laws have changed, obviously.
Right.
Of course, we have our traditional market, our legacy market, just like anybody else, but we love seeing all these new growers. As someone that's been and Penny, I'll ask you the same thing. And a matter of fact, I want everybody to answer this because I know you cultivate as well, Nathan.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you, what is that first piece of advice that you're going to give somebody that comes to you and says, Erica, I want to get started. I want to do this, but I'm scared. What do I want to do?
Well, you kind of got to know a little bit of a basis. So NPK, right? That's your basics. Know your nutrients.
I don't know what that was.
Right? Huh?
What's NB? What'd you say?
NPK.
Okay.
Nitrogen, potassium.
Got it. Okay.
And well, so with new growers, folks that aren't really too versed with their nutrients and what they'll need in the regiment, I recommend just going living soil. Try it because that's going to be your easiest way. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I need this, this, and this. Once you study up on your nutrients and how to feed correctly a cannabis plant, then I would recommend going into synthetic nutrient lines and stuff, playing with the plant. So first I would say decide how you're going to grow, then worry about genetics. If you're a new person, I wouldn't worry about top line genetics, going out and spending, a couple $100 on 10, 20 seeds. That's probably not going to be your best bet. I would just try to get some cheap, good genetics, ask around buddies, get some at a trade show or something, and start out that way. But I wouldn't go throwing a bunch of money right off the bat until you get a good handle on your growing.
Right on. Nathan, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say pretty much very similar to as far as in the beginning, when I first started growing, some of the best advice I got was, just we have a place called Down to Earth that just sells, seabird guana and all the stuff that you get separately, dry mix, you make some teas. But I've seen a lot of people overcomplicate it. And, the reality is there's a lot of nutrient companies out there that want you to buy every single thing they put out. And you can, not only do it wrong and screw your plant up, but you're also just throwing money down the drain. Now, not to say that there's not some great nutrient lines. Absolutely. The other thing too is I'd really say, learn how to cure, make sure you have everything set up beforehand.
Yes.
So you're not scrambling with like, oh my gosh, now I'm trying to figure out how to keep stuff dark but also have some wind. And, so it's like, yeah, there's a lot of things that if you don't think through the whole process, or is it realistic in our world out in Oregon, you can grow almost 10 plants if you have a medical and just regular. And if you're doing it outdoor, you can get some big plants. And if you're not prepared to trim all that, or you're not prepared to harvest it at the right time, maybe you're harvesting one plant and then the other one is, not where you want it to be. That's the other thing too, is, looking at your trichomes and seeing where the milkiness is that you want it to be, finding out. I love it because it's one of those things that you can definitely get results on the surface level, not really knowing what you're doing. And then you can see just by applying your knowledge that your results go better. And with our Grow Master, we, give everybody the same clone, and we're just always blown away at how different it is, because it's, it makes a big difference on what your medium is, how you grow it, when you cure it,
It does. That's where the craft comes in.
Yep, absolutely.
I've seen the same exact cut off the same exact plant grown in Northern California and one grown in Southern California. One was outdoor, one was indoor, and two totally different plants came out of that. Same.
Yeah, some strains are better at one or the other too. That's the other thing is, in Missouri, you guys are really heavy in the indoor, so not every strain is great indoors.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
So for a new grower, would you guys recommend doing auto flower or not the auto flowers?
I personally haven't really ever seen amazing auto flowers personally, and I've seen a lot of flower, but people just don't lean into it. They're different kind of thing. I think it's good maybe to practice and stuff, but and maybe I'm speaking heresy. I don't know, but I've never really, like, we don't even do an auto flower category, but I do know some people that like some auto flowers. So yeah.
Penny, how about you? What's your piece of advice for a new grower?
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Hey, right on.
I mean, here's the thing: if cultivating was easy, everyone would freaking do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is not easy. and most people who cultivate, it's a labor of love for them. You know, they're putting everything into it. So like, you know, failure is going to happen. Failure teaches us, you know, so a lot of people are like, oh, I'm done, you know, like, well, you one plant and you're done.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, don't give up. Don't give up. That's my advice. Like, is people just to not give up.
You were
Yep.
saying something, Erica?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. The passion, you definitely, the bug will hit you once you pop that first seed. If you've got
I
the
agree.
passion for the plant, you'll know it.
Okay. All right. Well, we
Yeah,
appreciate
I also
you.
too.
Oh, go ahead, Nathan.
There's one last thing too is I really find enjoyment running kind of my own experiments, you know, where you have one where you give it a different type of soil or you try something new. I personally really like that. I get into that because it's different to do something that you see the results instead of just somebody telling you. When you can actually do it and see that, wow, I did this and then this is better. It's just so much more impactful and gives you that joy of learning and getting better at your crafts.
Yeah.
Very cool. So do you guys think, you judges, do you guys think that this event is going to sit after people, because it's an open concept for a lot of people who aren't growers too, right? It's kind of a hybrid here. It's a Growers Cup and it's a massive experience. So do you guys think that that there's going to be a lot of folks who are inspired by this to maybe go out and grow?
I think that, you know, a lot of people, they have, you know, they want to grow. They have it in their head, like, you know, I want to do this. I think being able to see that, you know, like we're all regular people, you know, it's obtaining knowledge, you know, learning, having the willingness to learn and not give up on it. You know, I think there's going to be a lot of people who are like, whoever's selling grow tents, it's going to be a good day for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Erica.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I think the more people that see it, that get immersed in the culture, more folks that are going to start growing, especially the quality that's on the market right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets me excited seeing people, you know, you got a whole state of people that are now able to get their civil right back to grow legally and not have their house raided and their kids or their dog shot, maybe, who knows. I mean, you know, it's like, come on. And so I think that's amazing. You guys let the people do the home cultivation, and yeah, we should all be able to grow it. And there's people that grow amazing plants and flowers that would love to tackle this challenge, you know, and learn how to grow weed. So.
Yeah, and you know, Missouri's also, I don't know how it is in Oregon, but we can caregive for up to 6 other people in Missouri and grow cannabis for people, and just somebody that learns that and is able to do that, they're saving lives out there. It's pretty cool. In Oregon, are you guys allowed to caregive?
Yeah, so I mean, our whole market was built on the medical system, and we still basically, that's where you can get 10. So what I actually think the funniest part of this is that you can grow 4 just by any residence, anybody with it's per kitchen actually. So 1 residence, 1 kitchen, you can grow 4, and then which is weird, right? And then the other one is but you can be a medical grower for yourself and grow 6. So, but the funny thing is you have to have them separate. So you have to have your party weed and your medical weed separate. But yeah, you can grow 10 pretty easily. And then of course you can also take on patients. And then but now it's a different process. And one of the bummers about Oregon's OLCC is that they made anybody that doesn't grow for themselves have to jump through all these hoops of OLCC, which is a lot of restrictive stuff like fences and cameras and stuff that kind of puts some pressure on the growers. So unfortunately, in Oregon, our medical market in a lot of ways was kind of under attack. And it's been, but the flip side of that coin, because, you know, I'm an activist too and started from that background. But the thing is if everybody can grow, and I grow pounds that I don't even use and I just give it away, and that didn't happen before this, right? So there's more access for patients. It might not be in the traditional sense that they're used to through a medical provider, but we do have way more cannabis everywhere, which is, I think, the bottom line and bottom goal for me. You know,
that's
cannabis, more.
That's the end. At the end of the day, the more cannabis we can get in people's hands, the better we're doing. Guys, we got to take a quick break. I want to thank Erica for coming on the show. Make sure you guys catch Erica and have at the Growers Cup. We really appreciate you and everything that you've done for this culture and for Missouri, Erica.
Thank you guys, and I can't wait to see you all soon.
Right on. September 23rd, you'll see her judging more cannabis. Right. All right, guys. We're listening to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour, brought to you live from the Robust Cannabis Studios right here in the heart of the Grozarks at K-Kid 92.9. We'll be right back with Real Strain, Fake Strain.
The secrets of Kung Fu are founded on 5 elements. Focus, remain like a cobra ready to strike. Energy, be like a volcano overflowing with energy. Endurance, be as water, continue to flow, matching the vibe.
Huh?
Get in the zone. Getting weird, let your freak flag fly high. Wait, this isn't the secrets of Kung Fu. It's what happens when you take Captain Crossfade. Party harder for longer with THCV and CBC. Take it with THC and stay in the zone way longer. Make any night one to remember. Wow, this is good stuff. Captain Crossfade, get lifted while you go bananas.
At Robust, we think it's only right you know how the flower you enjoy is cared for and grown. Our process begins by hand-selecting premium genetics for our mother plants. The plants are then cloned and grown to become the strains offered by Robust, like Cali Raisins and Brunch Punch. One of our core growing principles is feed the soil to feed the plant. That's why everything on our facility is grown in living soil, a unique combination of beneficial microbes, worms, and nutrients. Our plants are grown in a high-tech greenhouse built specifically for cannabis. We use the sun's natural light when it's available and supplement with premium LEDs when needed. Every pot at Robust is hand-watered and cared for by individuals on our team of passionate cultivators every single day, so there's always eyes on the plant. Not only that, but Robust is the only kind certified facility in the state of Missouri. Think organic, but for growing cannabis. After 8 to 9 weeks in the grow room, depending on the strain, the flower is harvested. The plants are chopped and hung to dry in a humidity-controlled room. This process is what brings out the aromas and flavor profile of each distinct strain. After 10 to 14 days of drying, the trichome-covered buds are ready to be cured and set aside for trimming. Once our team hand trims and manicures every bud to remove the imperfections, the cannabis is meticulously weighed and put into our iconic Robust Red, fully recyclable packaging and heat sealed to ensure freshness. And that's what you're about to try now, because even though you know Robust cannabis is sustainable, organic, and all natural, you can't understand the hype until you try it yourself.
Hey everybody, it's Waxy Brown from Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour. I'm excited to talk to you about Missouri Growers Cup happening September 23rd at Smokey River Entertainment District, hosted by Ungayo Bilam from Netflix's Cooking on High. I'm excited to team up with the Smokey River team and the Missouri Growers Cup team to highlight our veterans at a time when our veterans need highlighted most. As a Navy veteran, I was taught that if one shipmate was sick, the whole ship was sick, and I believe that to this day. We have a responsibility to help our veteran friends and families, and Smokey River Entertainment District is doing just that. We'll have speakers for you and projects that are going to highlight the need for more cannabis access for our vets, and are going to bring you up to speed on what's happening now in our veteran communities with cannabis. I'm excited to see you there. Now, my veterans, run over to vettix.org and get a free ticket while you can. I appreciate all y'all, and stay waxy, and I'll see you September 23rd at Smokey River Entertainment District.
Attention veterans. Do you identify with one or all of the following? Do you have a bad back and bad knees? Have you ever been constipated from eating MREs? Have you ever done an officer's job for them? Have you ever pissed in a Gatorade bottle? Have you ever almost died in a 150-degree porta potty? If so, then you are entitled to tickets to this event. With your hosts, Paul Wall and Guy Yobi Lum, Waxy Brown, and Cannabis. The 2023 Missouri Growers Cup and Veterans Appreciation Event. Get your free tickets at vettix.org while they last. September 23rd, just outside Kansas City.
Everybody, welcome back to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour, where we're having a heck of a show. We've got our co-host Nathan March, president of the Missouri Growers Cup, on. We appreciate you, man. This has been your third show. You've been having fun?
I have, man. It's been awesome. It's very
Good,
cool.
good. All right, well, let's
usually not in one place, but
gotcha. All right, so we're going to play a game on the show that we play sometimes called Real Strain, Fake Strain. And I'm going to give you a fake strain and a real strain, and you guys are going to tell me which one is the fake. Do we do real strain? Well, you'll tell me which one is.
I'm keeping score, so
which
it don't
one
matter.
is the real strain? Okay, so and then you guys will keep points, and we'll say who won at the end there. Okay, so Steve, we'll have you go first. Okay, then Justin, and then Tim, and then Nathan, then Penny. Okay.
Save the best for last.
All right, here we go. All right. Is the real strain purple monkey balls or purple rain pants? Purple monkey balls or purple rain pants?
And
Steve?
you want me to go first?
You go first.
Thanks, Waxy. You know what? I'm going to go with the purple monkey balls.
Purple monkey balls. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Justin.
Can I abstain from picking one of these two? But
Nope. Purple monkey balls or purple rain pants?
purple rain pants.
All right.
I'm taking the balls.
You are going to. Okay. You sure did. You got the purple monkey balls too. Nathan.
I have heard this strain. I don't know if that's cheating, but
It
it's
is
monkey
not.
balls. Monkey balls.
Okay. What about you?
I've heard of it too. It's totally balls.
Okay, so Justin was the only one. Purple rain pants was not the answer. It was not the answer.
Hold on. Is he wearing purple pants? Because that would really match that purple shirt he's got.
He's not.
No.
Oh, no pants. That's right. He's not wearing.
I wasn't paying attention and followed Ron's recommendation. I figured he might know more than me, so I'm blaming Ron on that one.
Ron Coleman on Facebook did say purple rain pants, please. Okay, you guys on Facebook, play along. That's a lot of fun for us. All right, here's the next one. Grape sandpaper, Steve. Grape sandpaper or big nose gelato? Grape sandpaper or big nose gelato?
Big nose gelato.
All right, go ahead, Justin.
Big nose gelato.
All right.
Sandpaper.
Okay, grape sandpaper for Tim. All right, is it grape sandpaper or big nose gelato, Nathan?
Big nose gelato.
That is the one. Oh, I forgot to tell you.
It's okay. I already knew.
Penny picked the grape sandpaper.
I did not, but it's
so
okay.
She did.
I get my point
She gets
just
her
on
point,
merit.
right?
All right.
Exactly.
Thanks, Waxy Freebie.
All right, I apologize. Hey, Steve, here's the next one here. Is it Sleepy Joe or Hungry Hippo Stank? Sleepy Joe or Hungry Hippo Stank?
I'm going to have to go with the Sleepy Joe because I wouldn't smoke no Hungry Hippo stank.
All right. Justin.
I would smoke Hungry Hippo Stank, but that's just me. So, yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Okay, that is a good one, yeah. All right, Tim?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Justin. I think the stank is good.
You love the Hungry Hippo Stank. Okay. And Nathan?
What was the two again?
Sleepy Joe or Hungry Hippo Stank?
We go with Sleepy Joe.
What about you, Penny?
Give me all that stank.
She wants the Hungry
Give
Hippo
it all to
Stank.
me.
Hungry Hippo Stank is not the answer. It is Sleepy,
wah, wah, wah.
Sleepy Joe is a strain. Hungry Hippo Stank I made up. But I see Ron Coleman.
That's
said
another
a good
one that got the most votes. So
yeah, it could open for If I Die in Iceland and the Hungry Hippo Stanks. All right, here's the next one. Steve. Is it?
I just got this vision of
Don't.
what.
Is the next? Here you go, Steve. Is the next one Holyfield's glove, or diamond socks? Holyfield's glove or diamond socks?
I'm gonna have to go with the Holyfield's glove.
Holyfield's glove or diamond socks? Justin.
Diamond socks.
Diamond socks. Tim, you think it's Holyfield's glove?
I love Evander. Holyfield.
And Holyfield's glove. All right, Nathan, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Holyfield. This is a tough one though. I'm not sure on this one.
Okay, all right. Penny, what do you think? Is it Holyfield's glove or diamond socks?
I'm gonna go Holyfield.
Holyfield's glove. Now, Victor said diamond socks. Ron said diamond socks. It is diamond socks, guys. I made up Holyfield's glove, but hit me up if you guys want to do that strain. That'd be pretty fire. Pretty good stuff there.
That's a shout out to Evander Holyfield and his team.
Right. All right.
So Justin was the only one that got that one right. Correct?
Right. Justin got that right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Steve, is it the Bleeding Goat or is it the Gobbler's Cup? Bleeding Goat or the Gobbler's Cup?
Gobbler's Cup.
Gobbler's Cup. Justin, is it the Bleeding Goat or the Gobbler's Cup?
Are you saying bleeding or bleating?
Bleating. BLEET. Bleating Goat.
Yeah, I know for a fact you know nothing about goats, so I'll go bleeding goat.
My family raises goats, by the way. It's like we have 180 acres in Edgar Springs. It's all goats.
Doesn't mean you don't know anything about goats, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, you're right. I don't know anything about goats.
I'm totally going the other way.
Or is it Bleeding Goat or is it Gobbler's Cup?
Oh, Gobbler.
Gobbler's Cup. Nathan?
Now these are bars in the Ozarks. Is that what we're doing?
And we're taking you to every one of them.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with the cup, the Gobbler's Cup.
Gobbler's Cup. Is it Bleeding Goat or Gobbler's Cup?
Bah. I'm going with the goat.
It is the Bleeding Goat. Gobbler's Cup is incorrect. Yep. Good job, guys. All right. So, Steve, here's your next one. Is it the Purple Pistol or the Alien Grenades? Purple Pistol or Alien Grenades?
You should see the way he's looking at me over here. I swear to God, he's great.
Okay.
It's like
Purple Pistol, Alien Grenades.
Let's go with the Purple Pistol.
Purple Pistol. All right. Justin, is it Purple Pistol or Alien Grenades?
I got to go with alien grenades just to support Roswell. Just because they're my boys.
Roswell?
I'm going with the Alien.
You think it's Alien Grenades, not Purple Pistol? Nathan, what about you?
Purple Pistol, all the way.
Okay, all right. What about you? Purple Pistol or Alien Grenades?
I'm going with the Alien Grenades.
It is Alien Grenades. Who got that one right for Tim?
Justin, myself, and Penny.
Okay, all right. That's
I like that name.
It's the Alien Grenades, but hit me up for Purple Pistol too. All right, check this one out. I know some of you guys have smoked this one. So, is it the Pearly Mint or the Permafrost? Pearly Mint or Permafrost?
Pearly Mint.
Pearly Mint. Okay,
Right.
Justin.
Permafrost.
Permafrost. Tim.
Frost.
The Permafrost. Nathan.
Permafrost. Yep.
What about you?
It's permafrost.
Yeah, who said Pearly Mint?
Me.
Steve.
You never had Permafrost?
No.
Oh, it's
That's
good.
an OG strain.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, buy me some next time you're in the
Okay,
dispensary.
gotcha. Okay, gifting is legal in Missouri. All right, here we go. We got just a couple more minutes left here. All right, is it the Harawana or is it Desert Rose Glow? Desert Rose Glow. Is it Harawana or Desert Rose Glow?
I'm gonna have to go with the Desert Rose Glow
Okay.
again. So I don't know if I would smoke any marijuana.
Okay. Justin, is it Harawana or is it
Shave it.
Desert Rose Glow?
Are you really asking a bald man who lives in the desert which one of these two he wants to go with?
Exactly.
You want the
Desert
Harawana?
Rose Glow. Yeah, no, I don't want a Harawana.
So you want the Desert Rose Glow? Okay, Nathan.
I'm gonna be the contrarian. I'm going with that Harawana.
Harawana for Nathan here. What about you, Penny?
Oh,
I'm going with Harawana.
Harawana is the answer. I made up Desert Rose Glow.
really?
Harawana.
Can I do one for you guys? Can
Go
I
ahead.
do one for you guys?
Go ahead.
All right. Is it jealousy or mind rape?
That's jealousy, Kush. I smoked this.
It's definitely jealousy.
Yeah. We smoked-
Jealousy. I'll go with everybody else because I really screwed up on this contest.
Yeah, we did.
I'll take mind rape.
Somebody will take a mind
C,
rape.
all the above.
I feel like it's both, but I mean, I know jealousy is actually a strain.
I don't know.
Jealousy was a Leafly like strain of the year. So
Yeah.
It's fire for real. All right, I got two more of these guys in very little time here. Let's go with Rascals OG or Hey Hey Hey. Rascals OG or Hey Hey Hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right, Justin.
Rascals OG.
Rascals OG or Hey Hey Hey, Tim.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right, what do you think, Nathan?
Rascals all the way.
Rascals OG or Hey Hey Hey, Penny?
It's Rascals.
Rascals OG is it. I made up Hey Hey Hey. I was extra stoned when I did this.
I
list.
actually thought about it after I agreed to that, and I went, hey, hey, hey. It's like, what are you, a horse or what?
All right, we got our very last one here. All right, here we go. And I want you guys on Facebook to answer which one you think it is. Is it Silly Salad or is it Goofy Boots? Is it Silly Salad or is it Goofy Boots?
I'm gonna go with Silly Salad.
Silly Salad, Justin.
Goofy Boots.
Goofy Boots. What do you think, Nathan? Or Tim, go ahead.
Goofy Boots.
Goofy Boots, Tim. I mean, Nathan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with salad because it's kind of like devil's lettuce.
Silly Salad versus Goofy Boots. What do you think?
It's Goofy Boots.
It is Goofy Boots. Silly Salad was incorrect. All right, we got about a minute left, Tim. What do you got over there? Who's the winner? Who's our big winner here?
Actually, Justin's done pretty well today, but he's
Okay.
not the winner.
Who's the winner?
Nathan.
Nathan Marsh.
Yeah.
The president of Missouri Growers Cup won the
I even threw a couple of those to you guys as just a contrarian. So
Right.
Well, you were the odds-on favorite in this. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, that's true.
I want to give a big shout out to our guests today. We had Ron Coleman. We had Maverick, one of the artists there. If I Die in Iceland. We got the real Penny Lane. We had Erica Payne. What a joy to speak to her. We had Ungayo Belam from Netflix's Cooking on High on the show. What a great celebrity. What a great show. And, of course, our big superstar winner right here, Nathan Marsh, president of Missouri Growers Cup. Make sure you guys go get those tickets. That's happening September 23rd at Smokey River Entertainment District. Make sure you check out all their socials. Veterans get your free tickets at vettix.org. How many seconds do I got, baby?
15.
All right. Thank you so much for being on the show, Nathan. Penny, thanks for driving down here.
Hey, it's my pleasure. I love coming here.
Appreciate that.
MissouriGrowersCup.com. Hit it up.
That's right. You guys are listening to Waxy Brown's Flower Power Hour. We're brought to you live right here in the Grozarks at the Robust Cannabis Studio on KKID 92.9. We'll see you next week. Y'all stay waxy out there.